Welcome back, everybody. We finish off in Los Angeles, where Harvey Weinstein continues to face sexual assault allegations in court, this time from the first partner of a government official. Jennifer Siebel Newsom, the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom, told a jury on Monday that she was raped by Weinstein in 2005. She is one of 5 women testifying against the disgraced Hollywood mogul as he faces 11 sexual assault charges and a possible life sentence. Newsom said her assault took place in a Beverly Hills hotel room, describing the event as a, quote, my worst nightmare. At the time, Newsom said she was a, quote, working actress and believed that Weinstein would help her career. She said Weinstein would eventually force himself onto her and she tried to resist. On cross-examination, Weinstein's attorney questioned a donation to Newsom, suggesting it was from his own client following the alleged assault. Newsom replied by saying, quote, it's complex. Her cross-examination continued on Tuesday. Let's turn to my co-host Terry Austin. Terry, Harvey Weinstein has been accused of sexual assault by dozens of women, and he was previously convicted of sexual assault out here in New York. Can you tell us a little bit more about who these women are, what their claims are?
You know what, Jesse, at this point, over 80 women have accused Harvey Weinstein of sexual assault. And where there's fire, there's smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire. You can usually say that these women, they're all in the film industry, and they were approached by Weinstein under the guise that he could help them with their careers. Many of the women alleged that he was not at all interested in helping them with their careers. Instead, he assaulted them and he forced them to perform sexual acts. Jennifer Newsom, she was the 4th of the 5 accusers to testify in the California case. She broke down into tears shortly after taking the witness stand. The prosecutor simply asked her to identify Weinstein. Newsom did identify him, but she began crying and she said that he was, quote, staring at her. It just demonstrates, Jesse, how difficult it is to testify about sexual assault. Newsom is a Stanford University graduate. She's produced Oscar-winning films. She's even campaigned along her husband, Gavin Newsom, and she's accustomed to speaking in public. And yet her direct examination, she admitted that she was nervous and she needed to take a deep breath. The cross-examination is going to be even more difficult because she's going to have to explain why she didn't report that rape, and she's going to have to explain that donation to her husband's campaign. So,
yeah, and I want to bring you in on this, Brian, because how do you think her testimony compares to the other survivors that have testified as well?
So I think her testimony is comparable to the other survivors in the sense that it shows a similar act by a similar man, but I think it's almost defense-proof in the sense of those arguments of buyer's remorse. She's the governor's wife. She's moved on to a much better life. Credibility, she's again the governor's wife, and Terry's already kind of listed her credentials out there. She's probably one of the more credible people in that courtroom testifying. And so these arguments that defense attorneys will often lob at these alleged victims to try to pull them apart, she's almost defense-proof in the sense of who she is. And of course, you look at the county that they're in, they very much love her husband and probably love her as well. It's going to be tough for the defense to pull her apart.
Yep, it's deja vu all over again. Brian, Terry, thank you so much. Great reporting and analysis as always. Everyone out there, thanks for joining us here on Law&Crime Daily. We'll see you next time as we discuss justice.